And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now
Lewis here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Slam. Right. Check. Fresno. Yeah, Liz. Jim. That's me.
Now Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's another Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, let's go. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 26. Fight 51.
Now Rodgers to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Watch for goal. He's time to win.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got Burton here. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
First down, a run with Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, they'll throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Come on, baby. Here, Mike. See what you got. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tie it right. Tie it right. Yeah. He got 50. He's coming. Double up. Plant. He's coming. Double up. Let's go. Mike.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 51.
No game.
Throwing is Rodgers. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
Back one. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey,
On play action, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Bird. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
watch the eye.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hook on it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
We got it. Inside.
Go.
Rush in. Check 37.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, take 26. 51's the mic.
Here's Rodgers throwing again. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, the drive started the shadow of their own goalpost all the way back at the 2. Pretty nice job of getting downfield and at least getting 3.
Agreed on that one. A real nice job because really their goal was to get out of the shadows of those goalposts and give themselves a little bit of room to help out their defense. Instead, they got 3 points out of it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Let's get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the out, watch the out.
Shotgun handoff for Lewis. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, Mike. Hey, 88.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Kill. Turn up. Kill, Mike. Joker.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Rodgers now on first down. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Bears' 16-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A second down run with Lewis. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
55 Mike, 55. Rabbit.
Mike, 55. Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 13 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach wouldn't run out the...
It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Plant. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Hey, check right.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Finding Gabriel, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D.
2nd and 10. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And getting this just shy of midfield, he'll spot it at the 49. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On first down, Cohen. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second and 13. And he completes it to Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now back to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Ben Banagoo. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That is caught by Cohen. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eddie Goldman with a sack. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Rodgers going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check. 150. Hot, hot. Gun. Alert 3.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escapes the sack. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 41.
Mike, 51, Mike.
Mike. Hey, Mike.
Defense, let's go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
50.
55, Mike, 55.
Rodgers again now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
He'll look to throw. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. A give to Cohen. He heads right. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen. 47 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Important extra point up and through, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They try again with Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rodgers to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, 88. Hey, wahoo! Nice, sweetheart. Get 300.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
You get blocked,
Check your hot read.
Jump out. Here we go. 58. Boxing. Look again.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Hines. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 15 yards on the play. First down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Bennett, 258.
Good trap.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Hey, watch the slant. Check three.
He's back to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get...